Hey guys, welcome back to Field Sports Scotland. This is Davey T, and I have got a nice little treat for you this evening. What we are going to be doing is talking a little bit about these. These are an amazing set of binoculars from Zeiss. These are the Victory HT 10 by 54 binoculars. They are, there we go. Oh. 10 by 54. It will show back to front because we're on camera. I have done a bit of work with these for the last month or so, and I've really enjoyed using them. Binoculars are binoculars. I'm going to say there is cheap ones, the cheap nasty ones that cost you about 10, 20, 30 pounds that are usable for doing your standard everyday, just kind of quick spy and hopefully stick it in your pocket and away, you know. Then you have your mid-range binoculars that are about two to 500 pounds. However, there is I have to admit there is an exception to that, and that's the Bar and Stroud, which are under £100. However, they perform and waterproof as good as some, I'm not saying all, but some of the mid-range binoculars, such as your Vortexes and your Hawks and stuff like that, which cost between £300 and £600. So there is a case for that kind of low medium market between the £100 mark and upwards to about £600 that you need to shop around. You really need to shop around. Now I use Bar and Strouds a lot, which is great. So I've tested these along the lines of that, because I've tested the Bar and Strouds along with the Vortex, and and with Hawk and Steiner, and the Bar and Stroud for me stands out, not just because of price, because the price is a lot lower, it's a few £100s lower, but it is also very good for what you're getting for your money. You're getting a lot for your money. Now, however, these are not in that range. Now, so a lot of people have been talking about, well, what's the difference between paying £200 and £1,700 for a pair of binoculars? And I'm going to tell you the straight difference is, one is ideal for having a little spot here and there and having a look out for the odd bird, getting in a little bit closer, but the clarity is just not quite there on those ones. On these ones, we are talking high-end coating, high-end glass, good quality focus wheels, good quality eye adjustments, good quality all round. We're talking sturdy, coatings on the glass are crystal. We are not talking about a cheap pair of binoculars. So, which is unusual for me, because I'm used to telling you what you can buy for when you're going out stocking and things like that, that doesn't break the bank. This can do. This is a serious investment. And is it worth the investment? If you think it is, it is. I'm going to give you we've tested this alongside Swarovski SLCs, as well as Bar and Stroud in the cheaper models. Now, I am going to be honest here, right? And I have to be honest. Now, for me, I don't have a lot of money. I've got kids, I've got a family, and I work hard. However, there is one thing that you need to remember is, if you're in a job like I am, where you need to see what you're going to shoot or what you're going to stock into, or if you're having to count grouse or pheasants or various other birds, or if you work for organisations, environmental organisations, and you want to get to see areas but not necessarily intrude on those areas, then you need something that has got a certain amount of clarity, and you need top of the range clarity. Now, I have to say, over the years, Zeiss has had its ups and downs. I'm going to be honest there. Anybody who follows hunting and shooting and things like that always talk about the ups and downs of certain products. Now, in its heyday, at the very beginning, Zeiss was the best. I will no doubt 100% say that Zeiss was the best out there, even better than Swarovski, even better than Schmidt and Bender and whatever. Now, that changed a little bit. There was a period where Zeiss became a little bit stagnant, but thankfully, from about 2010 upwards, in recent years as well, for the last 10 years, they have been way back on their game. They have done a lot of, I don't know if they've been doing a lot of rejigging in there and how they do things, but they have been competitive with the high-end market that they should be. Now, and I mean properly competitive. The binoculars that I tested these against were similar size, £2,400 I think they cost, new, the Swarovski SLCs. These cost about between £1,700 and £2,000 depending where you get them. I think averaging is about £1,750. I have seen them as low as £1,600. Now, as I said, it's an investment. There is a few downsides to this. These are bulky, so if you've got a smock jacket, as you see, if you put a smock jacket on, crawling into a beast, you are putting a lot of weight into your stomach. If you're having to crawl for long periods of time, they're not ideal for that. However, you do get good quality satchel with it, good quality straps with it, and those who like big binoculars will always get round it. Now, they're good for sitting on the high seat, having a good spy on the high seat. They're good for when you're at when you're spying into whatever you want to stock into from the car. They're a good car binocular, which is great if you're a gamekeeper who needs to spy certain areas from the roadside or from the hill road, and you don't necessarily want to put feet on the ground in that position unless you have to. Now, that is a big importance as well when you're spying into something. Does it go for such a long range that that you won't need a spotting scope? No, you still will have uses for your spotting scope and things like that, and it is worthwhile getting a good quality spotting scope to zoom into certain areas, just to make sure that you are going to stalk into hinds, or you're going to stalk into stags, or that there is nothing in an area where it's going to cause any problems if you do have to put feet in the ground. And it gives you a little bit of planning. But this, when you're that little bit closer, and I mean about we're talking 1.5 to 2 miles. We're not talking major close. If you can get out to that, you can see good clarity out to that, no problem at all with these. And I swear they'll be useful to anybody as long as they can afford it. Affordability on these items is something that these are something you save up for. These are not something that you have decided, oh, I'm going stalking for a day with my mates and I might never stalk again, but I need a pair of binoculars. These are not what you want to buy. These are what you want to buy if you are serious about whatever you're doing, whatever hobby, whether it's bird watching, whether it's shooting, whether it's fishing, whether it's just, if you are serious about the outdoors and not just a day trekker, this is a good, probably the best and most, I would say probably the best and the most value for money you would get if you're needing that kind of clarity. SDS clarity is perfect. And again, I coined a phrase on the Victory HT scope that I did the reviews on, and that was on the edge of darkness. Zeiss has the edge. This definitely had the edge against the Swarovski in the forest. Now, that's not just me that was saying this. This is my boss. My boss is very fickle on his equipment. Anything that he gets, he has to have the best. If he doesn't have the best, he's not happy, because he needs everything to be perfect. And that's because he shoots a lot of deer. He is a stalker, you know, he is needing that clarity, and he knows how much his equipment is worth to him. Not in regards to finances, it's it's what it's worth to him in doing his job. And like I said, that is where these become important, because if this is going to help you to do your job that little bit better, I'm not going to tell you it's going to work miracles for you, but if that can do your job a little bit better, maybe it's worth the investment, especially if the investment's got a good return. So again, I'm going to put up some pictures and stuff like that of the binoculars close up and things, and I'll put a little bit of footage up and stuff like that, some pictures of them being in use and whatever. But thank you again for listening to me waffle on about another product. Thank you again for a good year of subscriptions and people supporting my YouTube channel and my pages, including my website, fieldsportscotland.com, and our social media platform at insighthunting.com. And sign up if you're not already signed up to that, which is great. It's a Facebook style social media platform, and it's very easy to use and upload videos, and it's for field sports people. Anyway, thank you again. It's coming close to Christmas. I don't think I'll be doing much reviews. I might have the odd one or two coming up in the next week or so. Look out for me in the new year though. I've got a lot more things planned for next year, for 2019. As I said, thank you so much for your support this year. I wouldn't be doing these reviews if you guys didn't actually enjoy them. I'm going to put the written reviews both for the Zeiss HT and the HT binoculars and the Zeiss HT scope up on Field Sports Scotland and on insighthunting.com. So catch them if you like to have a little bit of read. Usually my written reviews are better than my video reviews. However, if you want a chance to win, maybe next year, it's up to you in regards to when you do this. If you want to subscribe to my channel, if you want a chance to win a night's bed and breakfast, once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will have a draw for a night's bed and breakfast in Inverness, and 4 or 5 hours either stalking with me. We'll do a little bit of stalking or going around and seeing what we've got, depending on what's in the season at the time, or a little bit of pest control. We can, even if you fancy a night just wandering around, do a bit of pest control, do a few rabbits and things like that. Just subscribe to my channel, which will be down here or up there or up there, and depending where I feel like I'm going to put it. And I'll catch you in the new year. Any questions, I'm always available to answer, so I'll just give you a quick answer. If you've got anything you want me to review, I will try drop that down as well, and I'll try and review it. Thanks again for watching. You've been listening to me, Davey T, at Field Sports Scotland. Have a good Christmas.